Ladies and gentlemen, Gumworms here with good friend and co-commentator.
Sprout.
And today we have been sent in a game by our good friend who's done this before. Introduce him.
Well, Squirtle, but in Reddit, he is Red Sox Manic.
Yes. I know him as Squirtle because I don't really interact with Reddit too much. But yeah, we played a bit. He's a good player. Sent us in this game, wants us to cast it, and we, of course, said, why not? We could always use the work. So, Sprout, if you will, this is a replay, by the way, so if you will, press play in 3, 2, 1, begin. Alright, getting into it right here. The Radiant versus the Dire, as per usual. The teams, let's introduce the Radiant first. We have the Venomancer, Legion Commander, Spirit Breaker, Abaddon, and Phantom Lancer. And on the Dire side, we have the Witch Doctor, Timbersaw, Chaos Knight, Shadow Shaman, and Death Prophet, who our good friend Squirtle is playing today.
Yep.
Getting into it, looking at the lanes here, we got the CK and the Shadow Shaman splitting off there in the top lane. Witch Doctor going down here with the Timbersaw, so we're seeing dual lanes there. Death Prophet in the middle, of course. LC most likely going to be safe lane farming, might be going into the jungle, but to be honest, not really the best choice for her. Using the Plague Wards there as a Observer Ward for the Venomancer.
Yep.
Again, potential tri-lane maybe down here, but I think it's still a little just too early to tell.
Yeah, and it looks like dual lanes for the Dire, which could really work in their favor if they at least get kills in them.
Yeah, for sure. Phantom Lancer going in the middle there for the Dire, and on the top lane we got solo Spirit Breaker in the off lane here. So lane's kind of getting off to a bit of an interesting start there. Venomancer's moved into the middle here. Squirtle up against that. Squirtle up against the two heroes, the Phantom Lancer and the Venomancer, but Phantom Lancer looks like moving towards that bot lane there. Getting off to a bit of an early start there. LC will be jungling, taking pretty significant damage here from this hard camp. Or large camp. Hard camp, large camp. Same thing. Same diff.
Don't know, I shouldn't start on at least like a medium camp or a small camp
exactly.
Just to get some gold going.
More or less. I mean, she does have a salve. She does have tangos. Taking a look at the items, I mean, pretty typical here. Witch Doctor did take the League of Legends build, which is boots and tangos.
Yep, boots and tanks.
Otherwise, like, all the builds here are pretty typical. Death Prophet picked up tangos, a couple Iron Branches. Shadow Shaman has wards on them. I mean, just Iron Branches, tangos, and basic items all around there. Phantom Lancer taking his Ring of Protection early, so probably going to get a pretty early Basilisk Ring. There we go. Look at it go, bouncing around. Nothing too significant there. Phantom Lancer with some early harass there, using his Q, his Spirit Lance, as it's called, I guess. Getting in there. Timbersaw getting the farm that he needs. Denies coming in, and Legion Commander gets killed by neutral.
Of course.
Game is hard.
She got killed by the wolves.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
Okay. Wasn't paying attention too much, unfortunately. Chaos Knight, really interesting hard carry. Like, he's a guy that, like, if he balls out of control, he balls out of control.
Well, also still being random as all hell.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting. That's kind of what I love about Chaos Knight, but at the same time, like, I hate about Chaos Knight. Chaos Knight has, if I'm not mistaken, the largest attack damage range.
No, that would be Phantom Lancer, I thought. Nope, it is Chaos Knight.
Yeah. All his spells, like, so his Chaos Bolt has a minimum and a maximum stun length, as well as a minimum and maximum damage length. Or damage, I guess.
Damage length.
The Reality Rift, like, he's so messed up. But, like, what I really love about him, his bread and butter, is the Phantasm, where, unlike normal illusions that don't do, like, they only do, like, I think half damage, or even, like, a third damage.
Yep.
With Phantasm, they do full damage.
Yep.
But they take double damage.
Which actually isn't that much when compared to most illusions anyways.
Yeah, most illusions... Well, melee illusions, I think, normally do take double damage, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, melee illusions take double damage, but you look at, like, Nagas and some other illusions, they're, like, 300% to 400% damage.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh. Well, isn't that something? So, Chaos Knight, basically, if he balls out of control, like, he just balls out of control, and basically you cannot stop him. You honestly can't, because he'll do so much damage with Phantasm. He will wreck your towers in, like, seconds.
Yeah.
Oh, Witch Doctor actually taking out the Abaddon down here. I'm assuming with help with the Timbersaw there.
Yeah. And also a Maledict.
Oh yes, Maledict. Huge damage. I've been playing a fair bit of Witch Doctor recently. He's fun. He's fun. If I can land like a really good Death Ward, I feel great about myself all day.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. Let's just take a look here. Last hits going in. 20 last hits on the Death Prophet there. 13 last hits, 14, sorry, now on the Chaos Knight there. If we look at the top 2 last hits on the Radiant side, it's 13 and 12 for the Legion Commander and Venomancer. Taking a look at the gold graph real quick. Dire off with a great lead. And XP graph, actually, the Radiant had a brief lead. Looks like it's going towards the way of the Dire right now. TP's coming on the spot lane here. It's the Baden. He is back.
Why do I feel like saying, was that $34 item for the Legion Commander worth it when she died to neutrals?
I mean, not anymore. I mean, I think the fact that this Legion Commander's in the jungle made it immediately not worth it. Death Prophet with the Invis Rune is going to see this weakened LC. In comes the Q. Right clicks come in. Death Prophet gets the kill off the Legion Commander there. And is going to take the medium camp while she's at it. Why not?
Yep.
Just
Benno can't really rotate.
I mean, no one can. Like, the bot lane could try and go and attack the Death Prophet. Death Prophet coming in. She is level 6. Exorcism is up. There we go. This is the Exorcism. In she comes. Huge damage on the Abaddon. In comes the Look at It Go. Down he goes to the Q. Phantom Lancer now taking some pretty significant damage there. In comes some Exorcism Spirits. A little damage. Not too bad.
Yep. Not many spirits to speak of, honestly. Only 7. So it's not huge damage, but it's still going to kind of get maybe the tower to half health.
Yeah, not too much damage in just yet.
Falling back.
Falling back, waiting for the creep wave to come in. Middle tower getting pushed in by Venomancer. Venomancer again using his Plague Wards fairly well to do some extra damage to this tower at the very least. I mean, they're only doing like 3 damage per right click, but I find that kind of funny. Radiant structures fortified. Exorcism has gone down, and yeah, like you said, just got that tower to about half health there. Yeah. Not much that a level 1 Exorcism can really do in the Greats, and, well, just in general.
Yeah. So, until she at least maxes her Witchcraft.
Yeah, exactly. Or even like level 2, because level 2 Exorcism gives her, if I'm not mistaken...
12.
Yeah, 12. So even with level 1 Exorcism, that's still like 15 spirits. That's like pretty much double what level 1 Exorcism gives her.
Yes. So, it ramps up pretty significantly, but Exorcism goes 3, 4, 5, 6 with Witchcraft, like the number that you can get.
Yeah, exactly. No.
It's pretty solid. I see that the Venomancer is going pretty much like the S4 Venom, it seems.
Yeah.
But that's S4. Come on. S4 is S4. You can't really.
I suppose. I mean, that's kind of my problem with like a bunch of like when I play pubs and I see pub players like trying to mimic pro player builds.
Yeah.
It's just one of those like, look, that we'll go with S4 for example, the S4 Venom. Like S4 probably practiced for hours and hours with that build.
Yeah.
Like
and
you
finally tuned it into
like you watched a VOD on it, and no, that doesn't make you Grandmaster.
Doesn't make you S4 at least.
I suppose. Mighty Boar down on the Dire side.
Yeah, and I don't know what this thing is. It's like an iguana.
It's a salamander, don't we? Yeah.
Okay, that's what it is.
Isn't it? Oh, it's the tickled tegu. Oh, Chaos Knight getting a kill on the Spirit Breaker there.
Pray to RNGesus.
More or less. I mean, good shackles in from the Shadow Shaman. Use that, probably the Hex too, so...
Yeah.
Good stuns, and then when you combo that into like the Reality Rift, didn't take Phantasms. Chaos Knight did hit level 6, didn't take Phantasms. Don't really blame him, but at the same time, like, if you really want to push this lane down real hard, you I'd kind of take Phantasms level 1. But then again, he does have pretty bad mana.
Well, he's throwing out Chaos Bolts in reality, the rifts whenever he feels like, to be honest.
Well, I mean, not only that, Chaos Knight, literally, Chaos Knight has pretty bad mana in that his int gain's only 1.2.
Yeah, at least it's not as low as like Warlord or PA. So.
Wait, Warlord is less than 1.2?
Yeah, I think they have the lowest in the game.
Oh, jeez. All right, Legion Commander kind of getting chased here. There's Witch Doctor, there's Timbersaw. The Dire War Machine is here, rotating around. They have vision on the Phantom Lancer and the Abaddon there. There we go. They're going in on that. No, Moment of Courage comes out, or press the attack. Sorry, not Moment of Courage. In comes the Timber Chain. Are they going to go down? Venomancer making his way in. Spirit Breaker is going to charge in on that Timbersaw there. Out comes the Q. Exorcism down for another 30 seconds there. Venomancer takes out the Timbersaw. Witch Doctor getting caught out here. Right click's coming in. Lots of damage. He's going to go down. That's a double kill towards the Venomancer. Spirit Breaker is now in the fight. Pops his ulti. Hits the Death Prophet. Death Prophet. Legion Commander getting that kill. In comes the Shackles. Too little, too late. Shadow Shaman's going to go down too. Spirit Breaker getting that kill with some right clicks there. And that is 4 kills in favor of the Radiant there.
Yeah. And also PA and Troll Warlord only get 1
really?
intelligence per level, so they only get 13 mana per level.
That's harsh. I mean, maybe not so much for PA, because PA really doesn't rely too much on mana.
Yeah, on spellcast too, really.
Yeah, like the only spell she has is or sorry, allow me to rephrase. The only spell that she'd spam frequently is that Stifling Dagger, but it scales down the mana cost.
Yeah.
Oh, CK getting bashed around by the Spirit Breaker here. You know, not yet fat enough. Working on his early Mordigian, just kind of ignoring treads.
Benno's giving up his wards to the Death Prophet, which is just free gold for DP.
Oh, yeah, basically. Only about 14 gold, but yeah, you're right. Still free gold nonetheless.
17 gold off that one.
Yeah, I just noticed that too. Oh, yeah, wait, I think we determined it was a little higher.
Yeah,
I think the average is about 16.
16.
Yeah, so I mean, yeah. Oh, here comes the Exorcism.
This
is gonna be a dead T1. Yeah, it's a dead T1. Goodbye, Death Prophet getting the early T1. Great advantage towards the Dire there. Again, about a 1k gold. Oh no, sorry. After that, about 2k gold lead. Allow me to rephrase. In favor of the Dire. Again, CK doing a fairly good job here. He's sitting at about 35 last hits. I mean, Death Prophet is just destroying last hits right now. She's sitting at 62 at about 10.5 minutes there. Venomancer's only at 38, and that, again, that's also at the 10.5 minute mark there. In comes, hang on, that's a huge Death Ward. That LC's almost going down. No, she manages to get away with about 50 health right there. Oh, if only the Timbersaw chased her just a little harder. In comes the Death Prophet, though. Is she going to go on? Yeah, she's going to go on that Phantom Lancer. Right click's coming in. He took some damage there. Silenced. Can't do a gosh dang thing. But no, they're going to back off. Squirtle attacking the tower, attacking the creep wave. In comes the Dire creep wave. That's going to be a T1 down in the bot lane, too. That's 2 T1s in relatively quick succession there. There's the Timbersaw. In comes the Look at It Go. Ulti's popped on the Baden. Borrowed time. He pops his Aphotic Shield, too. Right click's coming in. Silenced. Legion Commander picking up the Vladimir's. And there we go. That's some right clicks. This could be a dead Abaddon. No, he commits suicide. Timbersaw, though, getting the kill with the shotgun on the Phantom Lancer. Witch Doctor getting really low here. Taking some pretty significant creep damage there. Hits level 7. Man, okay, we just had a huge series of big items come in.
Yep.
Spirit Breaker picks up his Mask of Madness. Treads came up on the Chaos Knight. He has Armlet in his stash, but unfortunately he needs another Gloves of Haste. Yeah. So he's about 250 gold out from his Mordigian. Squirtle here as the Death Prophet hasn't picked up 2 big items yet, but is using his Exorcism rather effectively to take towers. I mean, he has already taken 2 T1s with the help of the creep wave and his teammates, of course.
Is Vladimir's on LC common?
It's not uncommon, but it also, like, I mean, LC has kind of not been in the jungle that much this patch, in that you really want her in that safe lane for the farm, so she can basically ball out of control even harder. So,
I think offlane's fine as long as you can get an off versus off matchup.
More or less. I mean, I don't disagree with you, but like, you kind of want LC to like ball out of control, and like dual helps her with that. But like throwing her in the jungle, like she's not the fastest jungler. So like she has a pretty slow start, but like if you can keep that jungle going,
just top lane.
Oh, jeez. This is a dead Sphere Breaker. He gets silenced. In comes the Ether Shock. Death Prophet getting the kill there with a right click. And this is also going to be another T1 tower going down. Chaos Knight has his Phantasms. Level 1. Could pop it if he wanted to, but he's not going to.
I don't think he wants to. It's,
I don't blame him.
On the tower.
Yeah, it's not really worth it, to be honest. Venomancer taking the mid. And they're going to take that mid T1. They're going to trade some T1s there. But again, all the T1s are down for the Radiant. All the T1s are down for the Radiant. The Dire are just missing that first T1, that mid T1 there, so...
Yeah.
I mean, the trades are okay.
Radiant's top tower. Well, it is the most important tier 1 in Dota. When you lose all your tier 1s versus them losing only their middle, it's not looking good.
No, not really. Just going to pop up the net worths here, as expected. Death Prophet sitting at about 6,900 there. The Venomancer sitting at a solid 5,050.
Yep.
So again, you know, pretty big differential between the two. A 4K gold lead for the Dire already. Off to a good start, good strong start. Let's see if they can keep it going as the game transitions into this sort of mid-game phase here. Let's pop up the items real quick. Nothing too crazy. Venomancer, I think going an Orchid?
Don't know.
I mean, he does have an Oblivion stat, but he only has one.
Yeah, and then he picks up a Stove Shield, so that's kind of odd.
Yeah, I think it's a little too early to tell just yet.
He's not going Refreshers. He doesn't have the mana pool at all, so yeah, I would say it would be an Orchid. It's the smartest choice.
I mean, you know, he could build a mana pool, but you're right, like, he doesn't have the mana pool as is. Witch Doctor going for a very quick Ags, already has the point booster, has the Staff of Wizardry as well, so only about 2k gold out.
Yeah.
Death Prophet there, sitting on drum still, working towards her her Perseverance. Again, Bloodstone probably going to be the first item picked up by that Death Prophet there. Shadow Shaman's got boots, Timbersaw's got boots, Death Prophet's got boots, we got boots everywhere, man.
Yep. I'm gonna quickly say,
hang on, Witch Doctor getting caught out! Oh, he's toast. That's a Death Ward, but that's too little too late. He gets smoked.
But the pickup of Vladimir's offering is not that bad on the LC in this match, actually.
No, it's pretty good because like it stacks pretty well with the Abaddon, the Spearbreaker, and the Phantom Lancer. Like, this is a pretty melee-heavy lineup, so as long as the LC is kicking around in fights, like, that's going to be some pretty significant damage going the way of the Radiant.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Enough to maybe even turn some fights.
Possibly, if they get enough items.
Death Prophet just charging up here.
Yeah, they need to get their towers to stay up, though.
Yeah, that's a T2 gone down. Mid T2 is gone. In comes the Phantom Lancer. Throws out his Spirit Lance there. Nothing too crazy. He's going to back away. The Dire are all still there, and he could get caught out pretty hard. Shadow Shaman has 2 points into Shackles. It's a 3.5 second stun, basically.
I almost trust you.
Not only that, he's got Hex, too, which is another second and a quarter. Witch Doctor again, still trying to work on that Aghanims. Once he gets it, like, those wards are just going to be absolutely filthy.
Yeah.
God, I love Aghanims. I love Aghanim Death Wards. Like, they're quite possibly the greatest thing in this whole game.
Does it give you 2, or is it just faster? I can't remember.
It bounces. So at level, once you get Aghanims, the death ward bounces 4 times.
Is there a way of getting 2 death wards? I can't remember.
No, because it's a channel.
Okay.
I mean, the only way you could get 2 in theory is if Rubik were to steal your spell, but like then it wouldn't technically be 2.
It'd be 1 and 1 for the enemy team.
Oh, popping the Shackles on a illusion there. There's the Spearbreaker. Huge damage. Oh my god. Just the nukes. The nukes are real. Chaos Knight getting a double kill. Out comes the Death Ward. Venomancer feeling the pains. Chaos Knight just chasing. Right clicks coming in. Hasn't popped Armlet. Phantom Lancer took out the Witch Doctor actually back here. Abaddon just sticking around with him. Try and chase the Veno. The little success he manages to get away. It's a 2-for-2 trade. The nukes were real there. Shadow Shaman popping his ulti in that fight. Death Prophet just split pushing, taking a T2 in the top lane. She's actually picked up an Yules, which isn't too bad actually.
Just pop himself up in the air and let the spirits do the work.
And not only that, I mean the extra move speed too. Like Death Prophet gets the bonus move speed from Witchcraft, but now she's getting bonus move speed from Yules, which is also sort of additively stacking with the bonus move speed from Witchcraft.
Gotta go fast.
So she's getting like 40 move speed from Yules, but then she's getting an extra 20% of move speed on top of that 40.
Yeah.
So she's actually getting like plus 48.
Yep.
Yep, math. It's rarely wrong.
Rarely.
Unless you can't math.
And then you're always wrong.
Then I feel bad for you, son.
I got 99 problems, but math ain't one.
All right, I'm glad we worked that joke to completion.
Yep.
We can carry on with this game now.
Yep.
Pull up the last hits here. Death Prophet just destroying last hits. She's sitting at 106 right now. CK sitting at 56. Venomancer, a very respectable 60 now. CK getting a little cut out there. I feel like LC was waiting to cast a duel there. She's like waiting for the secure duel. Spirit Breaker taking out the Timbersaw there. Pretty huge trades. Down goes the Timbersaw, down goes the CK. Shadow Shaman, get out of there, bud. You're not gonna last a second, mate. In comes the Spirit Lance. He's boned. GG.
I noticed why jungle LC didn't do much. as well.
Why?
Because she maxed overwhelming odds
Yeah, that's
rather than moment of courage and press the attack.
that's a safe lane build right there, my friend.
Yeah, and even then,
Maybe not safe lane, but just a lane build.
I prefer moment of courage and press the attack in off lane too.
Yeah. Now, I will say, the Radiant are starting to win fights, but the Dire, they're taking objectives. Oh, wow. Oh, what a filthy... Oh, that look at it go. Look at it go, bud. That's not a good... That's not... No, you do not want to cast Death Ward on Abaddon there. Abaddon that still has his ulti. That's terrible. In comes the... what was that there? Moment of Courage? No. The overwhelming odds taking out the Witch Doctor. Witch Doctor, though, did take out the Spirit Breaker, so I will say, mildly impressive, but Abaddon then, with borrowed time, just sat there and ate the Death Ward.
Yeah, that's why I like Abaddon, is because just his ult is just fun.
I think you mean Abaddon?
I think I don't care.
Need I remind you about that one guy that got mad that I called the minions? Oh, here we go. Chaos Knight jumping in on that LC there. In comes the right clicks. More dig-ins pop. There's the Chaos Bolt.
Oh, only 2 seconds.
There's the Timber Saw there. Right clicks too. In comes the moment of courage, or press the attack. Ah! Chakram.
You are out
huge
of
slows. Right clicks. Oh no, that's the Venomous Gale. Chaos Knight's so slow. So slow.
Chaos Knight, you left your minion. You left your Phantasm illusions back here.
I know. Where's the micro? There is no micro.
There you go. They're coming to you now. Well done.
God, you kind of need those, man. And that's a kind of smart Chaos Knight. Pops the Mardigian before he pops Phantasm.
Well, yeah, that's what you have to do.
It's what you need to do.
I said have to, yes.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Have to, need to, same
what's
thing,
this?
right?
Another Aghanim's coming up. That's going to be on the Shadow Shaman, though. Has Witch Doctor finished his Ags? Yes, he has. Filthy Wards, engage. Death Prophet just pushing this lane. Already has a Mystic Staff. What a player, what a player. Huge farm going the way of the Death Prophet. Actually, in fact, yes, huge farm. She has almost, if I'm not mistaken, double the last hits of the Venomancer. This could be a very easy duel. No, there's the Exorcism into the Euls. Spirit Breaker, though, he's about to charge in. Boosh! Like a wrecking ball. Here he goes. Right clicks. That destroys the Spirit Breaker. There's a Death Ward. There's a look at it go. This could be a double kill for the Witch Doctor, and it is! Huge double kill with the Death Ward. Abaddon just taking the Death Ward. Oh! That was definitely not planned, but extremely beneficial there. Just enough damage to pop the borrowed time.
Yep.
And now Abaddon's basically useless.
And he's crying.
I mean, I don't blame him, sitting there useless without an ulti.
He could just still heal and bring people out of stuns with his aphotic shield. Jeez.
Could, yes. Big double kill there on the Witch Doctor. Again, Aghanims and Death Ward way too, well, I don't want to say OP, but ridiculously awesome.
You and your Death Wards.
Honestly, it's my favorite thing about Witch Doctor.
What about Look at It Go? Jeez.
Looking to go is just fun. Death Wards is where you just, like, you hit the Death Wards, like, you take your hands off the keyboard and you get, like, triple kills. Triple kills
hope
every
you
time.
do, unless you're playing up against good people in which they shut you down and you die.
Or an Abaddon. Abaddon's a pretty good counter to that Witch Doctor ulti. He can just basically sit there and take it and not care.
It's the same thing with Rupture from Bloodseeker. He just runs with it.
Hey-oh! Yeah? Yeah?
Yeah, I like it. I'm the one who said it, so I knew what I was going for.
Witch Doctor using his Paralyzing Cast, getting some pretty decent farm there. Shadow Shaman just sitting there with, like, rage. He's like, I need farm too. I need my Aghanims.
With his Sage Mask and his just Aghanim Scepter, he can just sit with a Voodoo Restoration on it. It doesn't actually take down his mana.
At level 1, that is.
Yeah, it'll start taking it down soon.
Alright.
Just get a Void Stone. Just get a Void Stone. You'll be fine.
Here comes the Radiant War Machine. They're moving mid. Death Prophet coming in this bot lane. TPs are coming in. Legion Commander pops the overwhelming odds, destroys the illusions.
Yeah.
And, oh man, a whole bunch of TPs. 4 TPs in total. Death Prophet just going to get out of there. Plate Mail coming up. So Shiva's coming in on that Death Prophet there. Not too bad. The Dark kind of have to keep on pushing here. I mean, they're not really winning fights, which is a bit of a problem. Or, well, it's a bit of a problem in the sense that, like, I mean, they're taking objectives. They basically have all T2s down except for that bot lane, and then they're kind of pushing on to T3s pretty solidly now. Abaddon does have his ulti back up. There's the Witch Doctor. Oh, look at it go. A Photic Shield.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I mean, there is a bit of stagnation here on the Dire side, in the sense that, like, they're kind of middling about. They're really relying on this Death Prophet to just kind of take towers. So, like, the Dire are pushing as 4, while Death Prophet just splits push down in the bottom lane here. Just kind of doing her thing. There's the Chakram. There's the Rift. Into the Venomous, or not the Venomous Scale. Poison Nova. Right click's coming in. That's a pretty big Spirit Breaker. He's going to go down. Witch Doctor dies to the Venomancer. Timbersaw, though, takes out Venomancer in the process. Silence comes in. LC takes out the Shadow Shaman. Spirit Breaker getting pretty low. Timber Chain so huge! Their Exorcism up on the Death Prophet. Right click's coming in. Huge damage. This is a dead LC for sure. Death Prophet getting the kill. Abaddon taking out the Chaos Knight in the process. Borrowed time, bringing him back up to full health basically. But in comes more Exorcism Spirits. Abaddon just gets wrecked, son. Timbersaw getting real low. Phantom Lancer trying to 1v1 him. Nope, that's an ace. And yeah, that was pretty good.
Reactive armor saved the Timbersaw there.
Basically. I mean, I was definitely seeing that in the back of my mind. I was like, if he did not have reactive armor, except he only has 1 point into reactive armor.
Yeah. He's
oh my god.
You only really get it after.
True.
Like later
Max
anyways.
everything else, yeah.
Radiant's bottom tower
Maybe if you
is
feel like
under
you're getting
attack.
super harassed, take a second point into it a little earlier, but yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You don't really need max reactive armor until endgame. Alright, Death Prophet, good job there. I mean,
Radiant
the Exorcism
structures
Spirits
are
did some
fortified.
work. Spirit Breaker charging in. Timbersaw those right here as well. There's no
Radiant's
T2.
bottom tower has fallen.
Here comes the Spirit Breaker like a boss. Shiva's popped. In comes the Chakram, doing some pretty significant damage. Eul's gets popped. In comes the ulti. Right clicks him in. Timbersaw taking some pretty huge damage there. Silence comes in. That's a dead Spirit Breaker. Venomancer now can't 1v1 this. No, it's a 1v3 situation. Down they go. Legion Commander takes out the Timbersaw though. In comes the Serpent Wards. No micro there. Duel comes in. That's a dead Phantom Lancer winner. Legion Commander getting some bonus damage there. Death Prophet is now running away. She could totally no Phantom Lance. Witch Doctor's right there. Witch Doctor, look at it go. Into the overwhelming odds. Looks like they might get away from their Chaos Knights there now. Shivas gets popped yet again. Hits the Abaddon. Abaddon borrowed time. Witch Doctor does have his ult. He's just using his Voodoo Restoration right now. Out comes the Exorcism.
Little bit late or premature.
Oh, no. Chasing the Abaddon, though. This could very well be a dead Abaddon. Oh, yeah. He's most likely toast. Phantom Lancer, though, he's sitting right there.
Oh, peeled off.
Oh, peeled off. Oh! Overwhelming odds. Legion Commander smells blood. Gets hit with the Chaos Bolt. She's just taking the huge damage. Huge damage. Right clicks coming in. In comes the Death Ward. I mean, they secured the kill. Way to go, Witch Doctor. Totally necessary. I mean, the ulti has a low enough cooldown that he can kind of pop it with minimal consequences.
Yeah.
But at least Chaos Knight got the kill. Picked up his Reaver. Almost has a harder to ask. That's pretty insane at about 27 minutes. Not too bad. Actually, pretty damn good, I think. I haven't seen enough CKs to know what a good harder to ask is or not.
Thanks, man.
I don't know if he needs a harder trust this early. I think he needed like a BKB.
I mean, I don't blame you, but I think like they have been kind of relying on the Death Prophet to do their pushing. I think with the harder to ask, what that does is it lets the Phantasms stay up basically to their full length, so they can just wreck towers left and right. In comes the Poison Nova. Chaos Knight kind of getting stuck on his Phantasms there. Oh, the Phantom Lancer just doing his thing. In comes the right clicks. Up comes the Serpent Wards. Shadow Shaman getting pretty low there. Phantom Lancer doing some work. Legion Commander takes out the Shadow Shaman. Venomancer takes out Chaos Knight. Out comes the Shiva. I think that was a Death Ward. No Death Ward. That was a Maledict, sorry. In comes some right clicks. Legion Commander getting really low there, but not low enough. Down goes the Death Prophet. Spirit Breaker takes him out. Legion Commander actually goes down to the Witch Doctor in the end. Double kill there. Venomancer takes out the Timbersaw. Abaddon suicides himself. Spirit Breaker chasing down this Witch Doctor. This is a dead Witch Doctor, basically. He's toast. Bye-bye. Just tries right-clicking. And that's a double kill for the Spirit Breaker. That's an ace for the Radiant. I like how Witch Doctor has picked up a Shadow Amulet. It's just so cheesy.
Yep.
It's just like pop Death Ward, pop Shadow Amulet, win games.
Fair enough.
Yeah, no, I mean, we'll see. Timbersaw, oh my god, has his Bloodstone, has Vitality Booster, so huge HP on his side there. Shadow Shaman trying to work on eggs. That poor little bugger just can't get farm. It's kind of sad, honestly. CK, like, in pretty good position for Heart of Tarrasque, just needs a little bit more farm, and then it has the recipe. If I'm not mistaken, the recipe is only like 1,100 gold, so...
For what?
Heart of Tarrasque.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's only about 1,100... 1,200.
12.
Oh, jeez. I'm bad. So bad.
I'm
Prophet...
worse. I've built that so many times in a game.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Like, Death Prophet has Shivas, Yules, has an Ogre's Club. Not quite sure where that's going, but again, the extra health does help her, especially when she has 22 armor.
BKB. I'm gonna go with BKB.
Wouldn't be a bad choice.
No.
And alright, here we go. So, Death Prophet pushing this bot lane here. Phantom Lancer sending out his illusions there.
Is under attack.
BKB coming up on the Death Prophet, or not Death Prophet, sorry, Legion Commander.
Oh, I thought I called it.
No, not yet.
Okay.
Soon though. I mean, he's sitting on 1,700 gold, so like the next item he buys is pretty much going to determine it. The Dire moving in on Roshan. Heart of Tarrasque up on the Chaos Knight. Heart of Tarrasque engaged.
Yep.
I don't know what you're doing there, Timbersaw. Your Chakram does nothing. Or does
You
it?
also can't auto-attack when you have Chakram out.
Basically. Pop the Phantasms, not using them. What a player, what a player.
I think they're stuck in the Serpent Wards.
Actually, that could be a huge possibility. You might be right.
Yeah.
Anywho, this is going to be Roshan going to the Chaos Knight. Heart of Tarrasque going to heal him up real good, like Timbersaw, again, using the reactive armor. Blade Mail coming up on him soon. Let's see, Death Prophet now sitting at 2,300 gold, just about. Not quite sure what she's going to build just yet. Shadow Shaman finally has his Ogre's Club. Yes, Aghanims, the dream is real. Let's look at the Spear Breaker. He's working on his BKB as well. Legion Commander has won about 2 duels already. Sitting at a 24 bonus damage there. BKB up, Vlad's as well. Venomancer there, sitting on a Yasha and an Oblivion Staff still. Has yet to really build that into something just yet.
Yep.
And here we go. T3 action. Let's do it. In comes the Chakram. In comes the Look at It Go. Huge damage. Ether Shock. Into the Exorcism. Mind you, Glyph is up on the Radiant. Now Abaddon just waiting in. Aphotic Shield pops. Huge damage going his way, but he does have the borrowed time. Shadow Shaman just gets wrecked, son. Duel's coming in. In comes the Death Ward. Legion Commander wins the duel. Aegis comes up. Does she get the damage? Yes, she does, because she did win the duel. That's pretty huge. Timbersaw getting a double kill off the Spearbreaker and the Phantom Lancer. Witch Doctor with a pretty good ward that did some huge damage there. In comes the Rift. In comes the Chaos Bolt. Right clicks coming on that Venomancer. Into the Look at It Go. No, that was just a stun in general. Maledict gets popped. Abaddon taking some pretty significant damage. Doesn't have his ulti anymore. Like, the Venomancer and the Abaddon are just trying to do what they can to not push. Legion Commander comes in now. No duel, but will take it out. The CK does fall. Gold gets split between the Venomancer, Abaddon, and Legion Commander. And now Witch Doctor running. Oh, there we go. Just Shadow Amulet. Oh, God.
It's funny just watching this Witch Doctor stand here.
I know, he's just sitting here. Shadow Amulet. Sorry. Okay. Just sitting there, doing what he can. Shadow Shaman about 900 gold away from a point booster. Pretty ballin' pretty hard. LC, I mean, you know, nothing too crazy. Like, that T3 didn't fall. It's not within deny range by any stretch of the imagination right now. And it's just gonna kind of be like, oh, like the Dire have the push, but the Radiant have the heroes to kill the heroes.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing. So, like, the Dire have definitely been taking objectives, which is great. But the thing is, like, the Radiant, you know, they have the heroes to push back. They have the Phantom Lancer, who's an incredibly hard carry. They have the Spearbreaker, who has been doing fairly well this game. Abaddon, he's always a son of a bitch to take out. And not only that, like, you have the Venomancer, who's sort of playing this, like, nice right-click carry, who does damage. And not only that, has been popping the Poison Nova very, very effectively, too. And, like, this Dire push strat kind of relies pretty heavily on this Death Prophet.
So what you're saying is today's game is between whether you should take objectives or whether you should just go for kills?
I mean, yes and no. Like, we're kind of seeing what happens when a team that has good carries, like a Phantom Lancer and a Spirit Breaker and an LC, like, we're kind of seeing what happens when you have that heavy push build versus the build that can come back. That, like, you know, they can stand, as long as they don't lose Raxes, they're fine.
Okay, well, I'm still going to call it the match that's between objectives versus kills.
Yeah.
Even though kills are even.
And, like, I mean, yes. The other thing, too, I mean, if you look at this, like, a lot of their team fight kind of relies on the Exorcism and the Witch Doctor. Like, they do a lot of damage. Here we go, Death Prophet. Oh, that's a huge glyph into the Phantasms there. Death Prophet, or not Death Prophet, sorry, Phantom Lancer just getting the hell out of there. Death Prophet takes out that tower. Abaddon just getting wrecked, son. Oh, but the duel is so huge. Legion Commander just destroys that Witch Doctor. Shadow Shaman just getting wrecked too. Death Prophet pretty low. Who's that there? Spirit Breaker taking huge damage. Death Prophet destroys that Spirit Breaker. Chaos Knight going down too. Huge damage. Double kill coming in from the Death Prophet. The Phantom Lancer getting really low now. He is silenced. Can't do a thing. Doppelwalk also on cooldown there. That was the T3. Who's that there? That's a Timbersaw. Oh, huge whirling death. Hitting the trees. Doing pure damage. Down goes the Phantom Lancer there. Out comes the Chakram in, it comes back in. Phantom Lancer buying back. Can they take the racks? Just Death Prophet. She doesn't have her Exorcism. Just right-clicking. That's all she can do right now. They have no creeps. Out comes the Chakram. In it comes. There we go. The Serpent Wards kind of doing their job. Silenced on the Phantom Lancer there. Venomancer taking some pretty significant damage there. In comes the Q. Chakram. That's a kill for the Timbersaw. Using a Chakram. They need to take racks here. This is very critical. There we go, range racks going down, melee racks still stand, the Plague Wards doing pretty good work here. In comes the Phantom Lance on the Timbersaw. Timbersaw doesn't really care. Right clicks coming in. This is the melee racks going down now. Abaddon's back up. They can make a play here. Death Prophet taking some damage. Throwing right clicks out on the Phantom Lancer. He is silenced. In comes the Spear Breaker. He's up now. There we go. Spear Breaker's coming in. Right clicks into the ulti. No, ulti doesn't work. Ewils breaks that. Abaddon with the borrowed time. BKB's getting popped. Duel on the Death Prophet. No. Not gonna. Oh, maybe. Nope. The duel gets over, but Death Prophet does go down in the end. Timbersaw doing damage there. Takes out the Abaddon with his whirling blades. Spirit Breaker takes out the Shadow Shaman. Right clicks. There we go. In comes that Timbersaw. Chains away. Oh, what a fight. Looking to go coming from the Witch Doctor. CK is there too. Right clicks coming in. So Rax down in the mid lane. Dire off to a great advantage there. And the Radiant are gonna have to play some pretty significant catch up if they want to still have a shot at this game. Wow.
Timbersaw pick up that regenerate. Or go flying into it.
Or just go Timber Chains away. Man, that was quite a mouthful, that fight. I've been practicing. I just, like, all I do is, like, mutter, oh, geez.
I do not know what happened there.
You just kind of died out. All I've been doing is, at work, practicing Eminem's Rap God.
Oh, God.
To just work out my mouth.
Fair enough.
I mean, it works. I mean, not really. I don't really practice that kind of stuff. I do, but... Look, Eminem's alright.
He's aight.
Yeah, buddy.
I'm way too white for this.
Tell me about it. I feel like I'm way too white to be listening to any form of rap, even if it is Eminem, who is like the safest of rap. Actually, like Macklemore is.
Yeah, there you go.
Macklemore is like the PG-13 of rap.
No. That was easily Will Smith. Actually, he was the rated G rap.
Yeah, no, Will Smith, like, he was still kind of ballin'.
Yeah, he was cool, but it was like rated G rap. It was awesome.
Yeah, like, you're 100% right. Like, Will Smith, just G to the G. And not G as in, like, gangster. G as in, like, general audience.
Yeah.
Phantasm,
oh, Jesus, that Phantasm.
Oh, yeah. That
Not
Phantasm.
hitting the Abaddon, though.
Just, I mean, you know what? He doesn't care because he'll just shred him down again. There we go. Chaos Knight. Shreds him down, brings him back to full health, shreds him down again.
Just wanted to kill him twice.
Witch Doctor just chilling here. No, wait. Wait, how does he see him? Maybe within range of the tower, I think. Maledict gets missed. Ewils popped up on the Spirit Breaker. In comes a Looking to Go, bouncing around. Exorcism gets popped. Huge damage coming in. Legion Commander taking some pretty big damage. Death Prophet, though, takes out the Spirit Breaker in the process. And now it's trying to go for that T3. In comes the overwhelming odds. Huge Plague Wards up. just acting as this like buffer. Death Prophet just chilling in the back, trying to let the exorcism do some work. Doing what they can. Where's the CK? Where is the CK? I thought so. Oh, he's moving towards that top lane there. Anywho, exorcism coming back. There we go. Healing Death Prophet back to full. In comes the LC. Overwhelming odds there. That's not a dual LC. There we go. Yeah, no, because I mean she wants to duel so bad, but oh, Timbersaw just gonna wreck, son. Just gonna wreck. That's a dead LC. In comes a paralyzing cask. No, rather ineffective there. Yules comes up on the Abaddon. Abaddon gets thrown to the air. In comes the Chakram. Chakram coming back, doing huge damage into Ether Shock. Abaddon with his ulti shackles. He's just gonna sit there, take damage. Oh, uses his death coil. Or mist coil, sorry, my mistake.
Yep.
And just gets wrecked. I think Death Prophet just popped a ulti. No, not Death Prophet. Witch Doctor, sorry. That just kind of fizzled there.
Oh, also Death Prophet picked up a...
Oh, there we go. Witch Doctor's gonna get wrecked, son. Down he goes. Venomancer getting the kill, though. More right clicks coming in. Pops the ulti. There we go. That's a dead Timbersaw in the process, too. Spearbreaker getting huge gold going his way. Drums get popped by the Death Prophet. Not going to be good enough. Yeah, BKB did get picked up by the Death Prophet. She's going to go down. Huge right clicks coming in. And that is a dead Death Prophet. That is a prime example of overstaying. You're welcome.
Yep.
Mind you, the creeps are kind of pushing the T4s here. Doing a fairly good job, too. Yeah, get bashed, son. Sanj coming up on the Chaos Knight. Curious if that's going to go into Heaven's Halberd or Yasha afterwards.
I would like to see a Heaven's Halberd, to be honest. The evasion with the disarm.
No, exactly. I feel like Heaven's Halberd is the way to go.
Yeah. With the strength, which is good for CK.
Exactly. Base damage, son. Get based!
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Since crits are based off of your base damage.
Oh, Sanj coming in on the Spirit Breaker as well. He has the recipe. Again, is he going to be building a Heaven's Halberd? Because I think he should.
Base damage, son.
If you want, well, not only that, I think for him, if he kind of wants to shut down this Chaos Knight a little bit. Yeah. Oh no, he's building a Yasha.
Yep.
So Sanj and Yasha coming in on there.
Yasha.
The Dire just doing work. That's all they are, just doing work.
Also, this is the first Phantom Lancer I've ever seen that did not go Diffusal first item.
Yeah, that's actually really kind of interesting.
That's really kind of not what you're supposed to do.
Mainly because the illusions also get Diffusal.
Yep.
Meaning, like, you just act like an anti-mage times 12. Or
because
8.
there are a lot of you.
I think 8, not including Manta.
9, 10, 11. So that could be up to 11. Then you pick up an illusion rune, then you got disrupted by a...
Oh, man, like 15. Anti-mage times 15, man.
Exactly.
Alright, Abaddon chasing the Timbersaw. In comes the chains. Actually, sorry, they're chasing the LC. Right clicks coming in. She's taking some damage. There's the Rift. In comes the Look at It Go. Huge damage. Serpent Wards. Alright. Alright. Actually, there we go. That's not too bad. In comes the Death Ward. Down he goes. Witch Doctor gets killed. Spearbreaker killing the Shadow Shaman in the process. Abaddon just doesn't... like, what's he going to do? He's about to get wrecked so hard. Witch Doctor gets the kill there. Death Prophet. Shiva's into the queue. Just trying to do what she can. Pops the ulti. There we go. This is it. Actually, no, there's no creeps really coming in. So backdoor protection.
Can still take it, though, if they all
they can. They're breaking. Oh, there's the glyph.
Get caught.
In comes the minions. Yeah, Timbersaw just doing what he can. Phantasm. That's the bottom lane there. And I have a sneaking suspicion this might be GG.
Oh, that was the extra one. There's the 4 CK illusions.
Yeah.
Yep, rather than just 3.
Oh, yeah, right. Because they added that, I think, in 6.81.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, which, again, just... It's kind of interesting.
It adds the randomness to his ult, which is it
adds to the chaos.
Yeah,
that's it. That's exactly what it is. It adds to the chaos, which I think is just super cheeky and funny.
Yeah.
Anywho, so 2 sets are racked down for the Radiant. Not looking too good. T4 is getting pushed in pretty hard there. The first one's down. Second one's going down really quickly too. Phantom Lancer, or not Phantom Lancer, sorry, Chaos Knight getting in there, right clicking it down. Down goes the second T4. Ancient is exposed. Trading blows with the Phantom Lancer. This is like illusions versus illusions, son. CK not looking too good. Taking poison over, taking huge damage. Spearbreaker takes out the Witch Doctor. Down goes the Death Prophet too. Phantom Lancer takes out the CK. Oh, Chaos Knight buys back right away. Death Prophet just silences, taking huge damage. Doesn't have anything. She needs to get out. Nope, down she goes. Aghanims is up on the Shadow Shaman. Let's point that out. Let's make reference to that. Shadow Shaman did finish his Aghanims. Congrats, my boy. You did it. Legion Commander trying to build into an Assault Cuirass here. Man, these are just balling items all around. Taking a look at that.
I don't really like the LC's item build. Needs a Blink Dagger. Really needed a Blink Dagger.
No, Blink Dagger is, yes, very common. Especially in, like, team play. I mean, if you're not really that much of a baller, you could just get, like, a Shadow Blade as well. That's also another pretty common pickup.
It's common, but it's not used correctly, because to get the most out of your Shadow Blade, you want to use the first auto attack, which gives them a chance to get away.
Yeah, no, I mean, again, don't disagree. CK kind of getting caught out here. Does he have Phantasms? No, he does not. In comes the Serpent Wards. Duel's coming in. That's a dead CK. The Duel going to the LC. More damage going LC's way. In comes the Chakram. Abaddon taking pretty huge damage there. Borrowed Time, though, gets popped. Who's TPing in? No one. It was going to be the Witch Doctor. That was a ballsy play. The Radiant, yeah, the Radiant just pushing this mid lane super hard here.
Okay,
there we go. That's a pretty good Death Ward. That's a really good Death Ward. It's bouncing everywhere. Huge damage, making the Radiant back off.
Look at the Radiant Ancient and just look at it. Be proud of this cart.
Yo, this cart is doing some work, son.
Yep.
Doing some work. He's like, I got it, guys.
You just keep him distracted.
No! Oh, LC, why?
Come on.
Oh,
he wasn't going to take it that fast. Jeez.
Alright, so the T3 stand, mind you, the Radiant did a huge push right up that mid lane.
Yeah, should have gone for Roche instead of going and killing the cart.
Yeah, just hauled. They just hauled honest, like, they hauled asshole. There we go. Let's quote a one Gavin Free.
Gross.
Yeah, and then I believe Bernie followed up with a straight up, why specifically the asshole? Like, anywho.
Jesus.
Plague Ward's up here, keeping an eye on Roshan. Roshan is back up. He is a viable target there, ready to go. Like, this game is hitting kind of baller level there, especially after you saw what the Radiant did there. Took out all the Dire, and then just hauled right up that mid lane there. I mean, I feel like if the Radiant could do that one more time, they could probably go right for T4s and leave the throne exposed as well. But the thing is, they probably need at least 2 more aces under their belt before they could maybe push up to throne.
Yeah.
Spirit Breaker charging like a boss. Here he goes. Pops the BKB. Just huge damage into the ulti. Boosh! Down goes the Shadow Shaman in like seconds.
Yep.
Timbersaw needs to go away. Chains away. Chaos Knight just keeping Armlet up. He actually picked up a Sanjin Yasha. So not the Heaven's Halberd like we originally thought.
Yep.
Death Prophet going for Mega Creeps. She's trying to be as sneaky as she can. But
sneaky like a fish.
What? Like, I almost agreed with you, and then I was like, wait, what?
It's from Chicken Run.
Oh, I was going to say, I don't think that's how it goes, but that's okay. Spearbreaker getting in there, just getting all that farm. Spearbreaker, yeah, picked up Sanjiash as well. Has a Hyperstone, too. So, pretty big damage going his way. What is Death Prophet doing? Drops the Shivas. Oh, picking up a Scythe of Ice. Yep. There we go. This Death Prophet is basically 6-slotted.
I will say, though, I really liked your reaction to what I said.
I almost agree with you. I was like, yeah, basically... Wait, what?
Wait a second.
This is tomfoolery.
I feel like I'm being trolled.
Seriously. Abaddon getting in there with a Mistcoil. There comes the Exorcism, chasing the Legion Commander. Legion Commander silence, right-clicks. In comes the Spearbreaker, though. Turns around in just a heartbeat. No. They're going to try and fight underneath the Exorcism. Don't they know that it's physical damage, son? Your BKBs do nothing here.
Yep.
Radiance Ancient taking damage. The creeps doing some work. In comes the Death Ward. Well, I mean, that's a pretty big wave. Like, that's the thing. That's a huge wave. This Ancient's going down. This mid fight don't mean a thing because the win creeps. I don't even know. See, Winions just work.
Yeah, Winions is a lot better than winning creeps or something.
Like, I don't know.
I'm going with Winions, no matter what. And GG, Winions win.
And there we go. That's GG. Down goes the Ancient. Creeps doing the work.
It's okay. The entire Dire just created space for the minions to win.
Whoa,
like, so
okay. Those are creeps. I will... Oh, geez. I'm dropping stuff. I will agree to Winions, but they're still creeps in our heart.
Okay. Well, they were just creating space for the Winions.
Basically.
Yep.
Basically.
Space created.
So that was a game. That was actually a pretty good game. I dug it.
Yeah, it was.
I dug it pretty good. Thank you, Squirtle, for sending that in to us. I play with him once in a while. Not as often as I should, but still once in a while, so I get to say that.
Yeah.
Alright, guys. Thank you all for watching. That's been today's game. We will have more tomorrow, of course, I hope. We'll see. Until then, fellers and gals, play more games. I've been Gummy Worms.
And I've been Sprout.
And we're out!
Bye.